Hello, my dear. Rhonda Constant, your favorite hometown medium, physical energy healer, oracle card advisor, paranormal investigator, and voice of your loved ones. Ooh, I have titles. Woo. Woo. Anyway, just teasing you. I think you've done this before, so you know how it works. Just remember, it's not an exact science. So sometimes you got to think outside the box, and they're not going to give me all the details because those are none of my business. They'll give me enough so you know hopefully, what they're talking about. But if it doesn't make any sense now, you'll either remember it later, see it later, or somebody else can validate it for you later. They never waste a message. So we're going to talk to Aunt Connie today. See what Aunt Connie has to say. She's coming in with this like stern demeanor. I want to say attitude. It's not really attitude. It's kind of a very strong, very strong demeanor. Like, don't fuck with me. And yet, deep, deep down inside, she did not feel that way. It was, oh, somebody just told me this the other day about me. All that out there, but it's not fake. It's not a show. It's like protecting that little innocent scaredy cat inside. We have this attitude. It's not fake. We're just protecting what's in there, and we don't want people to see that vulnerable part of us. She said that you sensed that in her. That you knew that there was a scared little girl inside of her, but she didn't show that to most of the world. Somehow you knew. So anyway, she wants you to know that you guys had a special connection, even though maybe she didn't show you or tell you or uh, kind of like you just knew it. And now she's talking about eating M&Ms with you. About eating M&Ms with you. Chocolate covered M&Ms. Anyway, let's see what else. She's trying to show me something. Hang on. All right, so she's showing a kitchen, and you guys are in there. And there's a smaller, white, or light colored anyway, dog walking through the kitchen. It's a little bit fuzzy. I don't mean the picture's not fuzzy. The dog's not. It's not a short, slick-haired dog. It's kind of a. I can't really see its face, but it's got a little bit longer hair, a little kind of wiry. She's acknowledging this dog. She says you used to come into the kitchen and lick the spatula, like when she made something, and then you would get to lick the spatula. She's not showing beaters. She's showing the spatula. Or not a spatula. Well, dang it. Oh gosh, I'm having a brain fart. You know the thing that you kind of scoop the sides of the bowl out with, get it clean. Not the kind of spatula like that you flip pancakes with. Yeah. Crap, can't think of the name of it. Sorry. Anyway, she's talking about making chocolate. It's like a chocolate batter. It's like it could be brownies, it could be cake, something along that line. And then you're licking the thing. I don't see a mixer beaters. So she's talking about the tea towel in the kitchen. Watch for it to occasionally fall on the floor, or you set it down somewhere and it's moved. It's usually easier for them to knock it off. Yeah, she's talking about it falling on the floor. So watch for that. What are these dang things? I went and got mine because it was bugging the snot out of me. What are these? Licking the licking the frosting or the batter or whatever off of it. Anyway, so she says the smell of either the brownies or the cake, which would be a similar smell. You know, when it first comes out of the oven, you'll get that smell from her. Usually it's just a little whiff, usually. Could be in the store, in your car, outside, doesn't matter. Know that that's her stopping by to say that she loves you, checking up on you, seeing how you're doing. So make sure you validate her, acknowledge her, tell her you love her, and if you want more, ask her for more. You'll get it. I promise you 1,000%. They can hear you, they can see you. It's just like they're in the next room. She's she's talking about the smell of a certain perfume too. Something she didn't wear very often, unless she was dressing up and going someplace nice, which she says it wasn't a lot. So the smell of that too, you'll get that. And tell her she's welcome in your home if you want her there. That's up to you. She wants you to know that you're a special child and you were special to her. But she's saying you're kind of an empath, which I don't know if you know what an empath is. You can Google it. It's somebody, I'm an empath too, and I can literally sit beside somebody and sometimes I can feel their pain, I can feel their happy, I can feel their anxiety, I can sometimes actually hear their thoughts. I can feel what's going on with them. She wants you to be careful with it. You need to guard yourself. You go to YouTube and Google, about being an empath and what you should do. You need to. There I go stuttering again. You need to learn to ground and shield because you cannot take on everybody else's energy. It will honestly make you sick. If you're one like I used to do, I used to hold on to it. Because I want to take their pain away. And I could deeply feel it. So I would, and then I was the one that always did everything for everybody because I could feel it. And I didn't want them to feel like that. She says you're like that. But you have to guard your own energy. You cannot take on their energy. It doesn't help them. It really doesn't. It only hurts you to do that. So go to YouTube. There's plenty of ways to learn how to ground and shield and still be an empath, but protect your own energy. You don't want. Okay, she says you're like I used to be. My husband was mad, I was mad. If he was hurting, I was hurting. If he was happy, I was happy. I would have all of his moods because I was taking on his stuff. He had a lot of grouchy stuff. That's not good. It's not being you. You need to protect your own energy and be you. And that's how you help others. You're still going to be the same helper. You're still going to feel it. You're still going to know. She says you're that way with animals too. Okay. She said, but it's the same thing. You cannot take on their pain. You cannot. It's something that is really very, very good, but it's also something that can not be good for you to do it too strongly or the wrong way. And that you worry a lot about the other people because you can feel their stuff, and then you worry and worry and worry about it, and you can't change it. It's their path. It's for them to go through. So you've got to learn to do what she says, back up just a little bit. Back up just a little bit from it. She says, no, she's going to want to go deeper into it, but you need to back up a little bit from it. And then you can still, you can judge it better, or know what better to do for them. She says, but not too much. Don't do too much. Then you make them a cripple. And you hurt yourself. She's talking again about a special connection between the two of you. Don't feel like it's actually hardcore soul connection, that there was still something in you guys' soul that's connected. It's not, I don't know how to explain it. It's not like hardcore soulmate. So your soulmate can be female, male, doesn't matter. And that's not in a sexual way. Now she's talking about pancakes. Pancakes with blueberries or chocolate chips or something in them. I can't tell exactly what it is. You guys cook a lot? You guys are making me hungry. I'm hangry. Haven't eaten today. Okay, I don't know if I already said this, but I promise you 1,000% she can hear you, she can see you. She says, tell her daughter that I've heard everything that she has said since I left. Stop feeling guilty. I was going to leave anyway. It was my time. Stop feeling guilty because I know what's in your heart. I can hear you. Tell her to talk to Aunt Connie. Tell her daughter to talk to her, and then watch around her. And normally it doesn't happen like that instant. It might, but something like very soon will come up and be like a confirmation that she heard her. It might be her favorite song, or her favorite food might come up on TV, or just could be something come up with her name on it on Facebook. It's all up to them. It'll be a song about love. It'll be a song about love. So she wants her daughter to do the first song on the radio, which is what I do a lot. First song on the radio. I did it this morning. There's a certain place that I drive by, and my Bob, I say, when I drive by here, the song on the radio is the song. But you tell them way ahead of time. Give them plenty of time for this to all work out. Sometimes a slow-moving vehicle will get in front of you before you get there and slow you down to because, right, or you may speed up. It's kind of long and involved. Anyway, so that you get at this spot. So I get at this spot at the right time. So When I went by it this morning, there was talk on the radio, and I went, oh crap, this isn't going to work. And my phone started playing a song, which was perfect. So it didn't work on the radio. They can manipulate electronics very easily. So tell her to play first song on the radio, like, if she works. Well, when I get off work later on today, first song when I get in my vehicle, I want it to be for Mom. And you'll get messages that way too. They love the electronics. They love music. Oh, now she's wiggling. She's wiggling like this. She said she liked to wiggle in the kitchen. Did she have a radio in the kitchen when she cooked? She seems to like the kitchen a lot. She says, you have a question, and she said, it will happen in a timely manner. Something you've been wondering if it's ever going to happen. It will happen in a timely manner. That sounds like the patient card to me. Every time I get the patient card, it's like, I'm not patient, but it'll happen in divine timing. So that's basically what she's saying. It'll happen at the time that it's supposed to happen. But she's not telling me what subject it's about. She said it's none of my business. And it's not. She wants to see you happy. And, okay. Yeah. Okay. So even the ones that were really bad here, we considered them bad. When we get up there, it's different, and we're not bad anymore. Where we actually look down here and go, I want nothing but happiness for those people, or the people that I hurt, or she says you feel like there's something that she needs to forgive you for. Did I say that right? She feels like there's something that you want her forgiveness. And she said, you don't need my forgiveness. She said, I do totally forgive you, but there's nothing to forgive you for. And something about somebody stepping on somebody's toes. Somebody's stepping on somebody's toes. I don't know. I don't know if that's associated with what she just said. She's not making it clear enough. I don't know if somebody's stepping on your toes, or you thought you were stepping on her toes. Because I'm not sure if this is associated with what she said. She's not making it clear enough. I can't make her. It's up to her. Okay, she's showing a picture frame. Now, I don't know if you have a picture of her in a frame sitting on a table. It may not be a picture of her, but the picture moves every so often, and you have to straighten it up. And then it moves every so often, and you straighten it up. And she's giggling. She's giggling. You know, it could be a picture on the wall. You know, I hate to sound vague and stretch it out that far, but something about a picture in your house, and it keeps getting crooked, and you keep straightening it up. Know that she's doing that, and she's giggling. She says, I told you I'd come back to haunt you. And she laughs. She says, please don't be sad for me. I'm fine. I'm perfect. She says, ask me for help. Okay, I always tell everybody, if Uncle Joe didn't have a pot to piss in when he was here, don't ask Uncle Joe for financial advice from up there, because he still doesn't know how it works down here. We're not geniuses when we get there. So what was Aunt Connie good at? Besides showering you with love. Now she's showing me a sucker on the sticks, you know, the loop, the real soft, the loop in the bottom of the sucker. I'm not doing a very good job explaining anything this morning. That just popped in there. But whatever she was good at here in your life, ask her to help you with that now. But you have to ask her because they cannot override her free will choice. And then you have to allow it. And then watch and see what doors open or what people all of a sudden step into your life or the phone call you might get out of the blue. Just, I promise it works that way. But you have to allow it because unless only in extreme emergency do they ever override your free will choice. My team up there, they sit there and they go, Rhonda's doing it again. She's not listening to us. She's doing her own thing. And they honestly do that. Oh, you should know I could never forget you. Cannot forget you. Will not forget you. Love is an energy that has no limits, no bounds, it's energy. You cannot kill energy. It only changes form. It only changes. Quantum physics. She's not. I've asked her. Well, I asked her who was with her, and I see her walking by, and I can't see the other ones. There's more than one, but the other ones are smaller. But the big dog is kind of like a Newfoundland, but with longer hair or shorter hair, or like a big dark colored big big dog with a lot of hair. How's that? Not long hair, but not short hair. There I go again. I kind of sucking at describing stuff this morning. Sorry about that. So anyway, she's walking along and these dogs are following her. She's not showing another person, and it doesn't mean she's not with anybody. It doesn't mean she hasn't connected with anybody. It's her show. She can show what she wants to. She says, "Grandma, Grandma, Grandma, Grandma's here, Grandma." She's not telling me which one. Grandma. She's calling her a little Spitfire, but she's not showing her. So whatever grandma you had that you would consider a little Spitfire, she has met up with her, is with her. She's not saying what the deal is. Usually they'll bring somebody else in with them. Now she's talking about caramels. Are we just... No, she's making me hungry. Talking about caramels. Caramel apples and caramels. And if all this food that she's mentioning, if it's not something she's made, it could be something you recently made. You might have just made some this morning, or that she's acknowledging that she knows she did that and she was there. Okay, so she literally just came up and got right in my face, where I could look right in her eyes. You thought you'd seen her. Maybe when you were sleeping and you opened your eyes and it was just like for a split second you thought you saw her face right here. Know that that was real. Ask her not to scare the hell out of you like that. I think you're going to smell her perfume in your bedroom, that perfume that she talked about that she only wore on special occasions. Okay, she's going to wipe the flour off her hands and she's going to go. And she has flour flying. She does like that. So listen for her around in the kitchen. The smells, the tea towel falling. You might even hear something else in the kitchen. She obviously loves the kitchen. She says, know that I love you and I'm not really gone. Just my old fat physical body. And she laughs. She says, I love you, dear. Please be grateful for what you have now. And learn to protect yourself. Don't be taken advantage of. Okay, with that, she's leaving. Okay. All right, much love to you, my dear. She's leaving. She's waving as she's leaving. Sometimes I'll do something when they leave or say something. She said, no, I'm always around to protect you. Okay. Anyway, thank you very much, my dear. Thank you for being patient. Rhonda Constant, your favorite hometown medium, physical energy healer, oracle card advisor, paranormal investigator, voice of your loved ones. Don't forget, she can hear you talk to her. Later.